Sexy Red had to be like called to task for saying, yeah, I like Trump. He gave us his checks. Like, bitch,
like Bret Michaels says, is evolved into something much more divisive than what I agreed to be a part of.
Nobody in their right mind is nobody that isn't MAGA is going to touch this. That's the problem. When you put freedom, that's the red party.
Yes.
All day long.
Even though so far CNC Music Factory is still scheduled to perform, Freedom Williams, frontman for CNC Music Factory, posted a 7-minute profanity-laced rant on social media saying that he would not perform because he did not realize the event was Trump-backed.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives podcast, after hours uncensored sneak peek.
Did you hear about the Freedom 250 concert series?
Yes. And in my stories on my personal Instagram, I have been posting stuff that I've seen on threads where people being like, the 5 heartbeats have now pulled out of the 250th celebration. Mm-hmm. And the funniest one is David Allen Greer pulled, what was it, Rufus and
Rufus and Cephas and oh God. Oh, what was the name of that group?
Yes. He said they done pulled out.
Or something like
that.
Yeah,
they done pulled out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, I've been seeing the memes, so I guess there was a concert or a celebration, and people were advertising. People was like, I didn't say that I was coming to that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that.
So 2/3, this is Axios reporting from today. So 2/3 of the announced lineup for the Freedom 250 concert series have dropped out, with most artists citing concerns about being tied to an event billed as nonpartisan, but described by critics as a MAGA celebration. So President Trump has promoted the nation's 250th birthday events as a grand patriotic affair, but the withdrawals underscore artists' fears of alienating fans amid partisan divides. So 6 scheduled performers, which I'm upset I don't know if any of these people were actually scheduled, signed contract to perform, or if he just said it. The lineup is insane, but 6 scheduled performers, including Morris Day, Young MC, Martina McBride, Bret Michaels, and not Bret the Hitman Hart.
I know.
I don't think.
No, Bret Michaels from Gun N' Roses.
Oh, Milli Vanilli, it's only going to be one because one of the group members passed away. Also, they were lip syncers. So
no, they did after that do some other songs, and they weren't half bad at singing.
Okay. But again, there's just one. And the Commodores, which, what? They've all withdrawn since the lineup was announced on Wednesday. CNC Music Factory, Vanilla Ice, and Flo Rida remain scheduled to perform. What?
That sounds about right.
It does.
Vanilla Ice, that surprised me a little bit. Flo Rida, yeah, he's probably just some people. Hey, it was like the conversation that we had on the Sibling Happy Hour. You know, rich comes before black for some people. So one of those people, Kevin Hart, another one, Flo Rida. You know, it's like, I want that money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get Sexy Red had to be like called to task for saying, yeah, I like Trump. He gave us his checks. Like, bitch, like,
no.
And why are people coming to you?
Right.
Like, that's I don't want. If it was Glow, then maybe. But even still, no.
But Glow is always gonna give you her signature at the end of the day gonna end. Like, she, you know, that's what she's gonna give you. So most people, yes, pulled out because they said, you know, this was presented as a celebration of our country, but like Bret Michaels says, is evolved into something much more divisive than what I agreed to be a part of. Morris Day chimed in on Wednesday, writing on Instagram, "It's a no for me." Absolutely.
I can see why they committed in the beginning, because we don't know when this started being planned, right? Like, it could have been planned before the election. because you knew there was going to be a 250th celebration. So they reached out to people. And maybe even after he was elected, it's like, man, it's about the country and celebrating 250, which, by the way, think of how important it would have been. Think of how important it would have been if the president of the United States, during the celebration of the 250th year of this country, was a Black woman. Think about what that would have symbolized and the progress from 1776 to 2026. But no, it's the same. It's a racist ass white man that if he could have slaves, absolutely would
have them.
Yeah, he would absolutely have them. People pulling out. It'll be just like that. The Turning Point celebration concert.
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind is nobody that isn't MAGA is going to touch this. And guess what? There's nobody that's popular, like super popular. Like there might be people that are country popular, and don't get me wrong, that's a thing.
Yes.
But they're not filling stadiums consistently like the super pop artists. And the super pop artists ain't rocking with him.
No, because they want to keep filling them stadiums.
Well, it might be that too. And also they probably, like, I don't believe Taylor Swift would rock with MAGA regardless.
I don't know.
I just, she's too much of woman empowerment.
She is, when it serves her, she is a quintessential white woman.
I'm not saying that she isn't.
I don't put anything past her on that.
Well, she hasn't.
Well, because the majority of her fan base would hate it. And that's just
true, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna necessarily turn on you.
I don't know. That's true. But organizers told Axios in the email statement that Freedom 250
that's the problem right there. That's the problem. When you put freedom, that is red. That's the red party.
Yes.
All day long.
Yes. Yeah. It is a nonpartisan nonprofit hoping to bring together, quote, all 50 states and 6 territories, adding that every state's governor has been invited. But despite that mission, organizers have already carried out some events, such as a mostly Christian religious service that included guests like Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. So they already doing various things that clearly are not unifying. They are divisive. So, yeah, y'all, everybody, come on, back on out of that.
Yeah.
Even though so far CNC Music Factory is still scheduled to perform, Freedom Williams, frontman for CNC Music Factory, posted a 7-minute profanity-laced rant on social media saying that he would not perform because he did not realize the event was Trump-backed. He later reversed course, saying backlash and critics wouldn't control his decision. So,
wait a minute.
We don't know.
Reversed course? So what does that
he later
mean?
reversed course. Yeah.
So he is going to perform now.
Yeah, they're still attached to it. So, yes.
Okay. Look. I hope it's just as embarrassing. Look, that's going to be another situation when it's a celebration of the 250. I'm going to go ahead and get out of town.
Thank you for watching this After Hours Uncensored sneak peek. Check out more shows on our Patreon page and YouTube membership.